Yo, it's your boy DJ Biggie here.
Boy, Sonny Spoons 420. I want all the smoke. What's good?
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, the fuck it's been a long time.
Long time.
Shit.
Long time.
All fucking time. Like,
Oh, man.
oh man.
So, before we get started,
Yo, you know what? You kind of look like a Puerto Rican method man right now.
why don't I look like a
Your line up and shit. You just look like it. But like, let's get,
Okay, let's
let's go, man, nigga. Let's
Anyways, last time when we did this, I always said, pretty much, how was your week, Sunny Spoons, and you always ask me how was my week. You know what I mean? So, for me, last week we actually, we introduced that we're bringing back the podcast, and,
Yes, sir.
and I'm happy about that we did.
Hell yeah.
It's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was about 2 years now, and
Facts.
what you'll call it. This week has been a really, really stressful one for me. You know, last year I lost 4 people that I cared about, but this one right here hit home very hard to me as well too.
And man, like resting paradise to this man. Like I'm from the Ham. Originally I'm from Mattapan, but I grew up in the Ham, and it's like, yo, I never came across this guy. And the shit that kills me is that, like, I never got to know him, but to see everybody on my timeline and then the whole hormone, you know what I mean? Like, it was a tragic loss. And shout out to that man and his family. Rest in paradise to you. I'm glad we never met, crossed paths. Like, that's crazy. Like, the whole Ham. This is the biggest loss in the Ham. But we lost a lot of people. I'm not trying to be biased, but like, this one right here, it hit home. It hit home.
So, if the people out there that are from Framingham, and once when I release this, they're gonna hear this, So, we lost a good one. We lost a loving brother, family member. Very funny. This dude literally will poke the bear. Once when he found that weakness, he will keep on poking it until you get freaking mad.
See?
Something like you do.
And it's like if you poke the bear, because that's his own style, you poke the bear, I'm gonna poke the hornet's nest. I'm mad we didn't meet. Like, I heard how funny you are. Me and you will go back and forth, but it's like, rest in paradise, man. Like, I'm just mad I never met you.
It's funny because this episode is dedicated to Debo.
Yes, sir.
Derek, you know what I mean? But, before I start, pretty much reminiscing and how I met him and stuff like that, I just want to take the time and, pretty much give the brother his roses, as well as give him a moment of silence.
Moment of silence. Let's go. Hold on. Take my hat off. Yep. Moment of silence. Don't even. Yeah. Let's do
go.
it.
Rest in peace, Derek. You'll be missed.
Rest in paradise, Derek, man. I'm mad I didn't get to know you. Like, your passing was a big effect on people, but at least people got together to celebrate your life, and that's what it's all about, man.
Exactly.
R.I.P. to you, sir. All right.
But before we start, I want to tell you how I met Derek. I was working at Walmart years ago. I'm actually friends with his cousin, Elliot.
Okay.
And shout out to Elliot.
Shout out to him. I know who he is.
Pretty much he's doing his, he's doing his thing with, these have a couple of episodes of Trap Kings. It's actually pretty good.
Now you see, when it comes to shit like that, right? Like, what he's doing webisodes, web series.
Web series.
The shit like that, to me, is like, I watched New York web series, webisodes. I've watched potential shit that should have came out and didn't. It stopped production, or it was just too hard to work with. Like, I can sit here and name names, but like, the closest thing to Massachusetts, I'm not even gonna say New England, because you know it's a whole. Was some shit in Connecticut. I'm not gonna say any names, but like shout out to him for what he's doing because that shit is fire, and I'm glad that it's from the hormone and it's people that you grew up with through over the years that are actually on this TV show. So yo, I gotta give it to that dude.
I gave it to him too.
Gotta give it to him. Trap King, shout out yo.
So back to how I met Derek was.
Let's go.
I know, like I was working at, like I was saying, I was working at Walmart years ago, and then from right there, they told me, Mickey, you gotta train this. You gotta train this new guy. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no fucking patience for fucking training people, and I have no patience, period. You know that.
Right.
I got no patience. But anyways, this guy comes over here, he's like, oh, you're a Yankees fan. Because he seen me wearing a Yankee jersey, and back then at Walmart, before they started to change up their uniform and friggin' dress policy or whatever you want to fucking call it, I was wearing a Yankees jersey over this vest. I was like, yeah, I like the Yankees. I'm not from New York, but I hate the Red Sox.
Me too. Me too. Yo. As a matter of fact, was the second or third grade. We had to be out there for some like Red Sox, be on camera because they were going to the World Series or whatever. And it was like, we love you and don't you forget it, Red Sox. But no, me and fucking seven other people was like, man, we're Yankees fans. I'm Red Sox, yo.
So
go on.
What you call it? He's like, oh, I respect that. I like that. So after that, I go outside, about to take the lift bus, and then he's gonna get his ride. And when he pulls, and the person that pulls up is Elliot and his mom. He's like, oh, how do you know them? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's family. He's like, I'm like, well, I knew Elliot since we were kids, man. That's my brother. He was like, oh, that's what's up. So pretty much, like years later, always see Elliot with his cousin Derek all the time. You know, that's like his road dog. You know what I mean? So every single time I crossed paths with Elliot, Derek was always there.
Right.
He will always make. I remember Derek talking shit when I actually was fat. He called me fat. He would call me and he tells me before. He says, "Oh, now since you're working out, you're fit. To me, you're still fat in my eyes." I was like, "Yo." I'm like, he's like, "You're here over here trying to flex on somebody. You ain't gonna do shit." I'm like, "I'm not trying to flex on nobody. I'm not doing nothing bad." Right. You always like make fun of me, but eventually you're like. But the thing is, I'll go back and attack him, but eventually it was all love and fun, you know what I mean?
Exactly, because, an individual's not going to make fun of you unless they like you, got love for you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you was a good friend, you was in his heart.
I was glad to break bread with him, I was glad to spend time with him, you know what I mean, with a little bit of time I had with him, but it just sucks how he's no longer here, you know, because every single time I go to the shop over Elliot's shop, he owns a shop out here, and I remember just trying to park the car in front of the shop. He goes, "You can't park here. You can't park here. Move the car." And you piss me off, and eventually, right now, I mean, all the choice was to fucking move the car around to freaking do what he said. And then I was like, and then I go inside, and goes, "Yo, don't park there. You can get in trouble." I was like, "Whatever, man." I just got pissed off. So, Derek. Again, I miss you, bro. I love you.
Listen,
you know what I mean? So, we're going to get to our funny now. It's just been a stressful week, but we're back at it. We're back. So, Sunny Spoons.
What up, DJ Miggy? Mickey, what up?
So, what has been going on in this world? There's been so much shit going on.
In this world, the whole world went to shit.
Because
Trump ain't here no more. We got Biden. The gas prices is high. The fucking rent is high. Fucking everything is gentrified. Have you been down to Framingham and see the gentrification that's going on? It's fucking wild.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And at the same time, too, what's the other thing? Is that you got women getting arrested overseas for fucking bringing weed with them.
Oh, Brittany Griner. See, she fucked up.
I don't know. She got 9 fucking years?
But listen, that's what you get, right? Because that's what the fuck you get. So, back in the days, my mother always told me, like, since she's from Jamaica, my dad's from Barbados, you know, they can travel and go anywhere they want. Just like you. You travel because you're of Puerto Rico heritage and all of that shit, right? So it's like they hate Americans. So this is why I'm glad to learn Mapatwa, or how you talk in a Bajan dialect, And same for you, you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
The number one people that they want dead or locked up in jail is Americans. They hate Americans. They buy their style. The government, they hate us. So it's like, you get what you get. There's no fucking way in hell I'm going to bring a vape pen containing marijuana, because if I want marijuana in a foreign country, I'm going to have connects. I'm going to have a plug. So not only did you bring a vape pen, but you brought a bottle with a liquid brown substance, and come to find out in 2 heat warmers or 2 heaters or whatever that it was liquid hash. You fucked up. You fucked up.
It was liquid hash?
Liquid hash? Yeah, that's what they said.
Wow, I thought you, like, when I was reading and when I was talking about work, was literally, it was just like, oh, she bought weed and vape pens, and I was like, oh, okay, well, she should have got weed out there and stuff like that, you know, that was it.
Exactly.
You know?
But see, the most bullshit excuse that made you look fucked up in a foreign country was when I believe your lawyer said that you were in a rush to pack up and you know, I'm not going to accidentally bring shit, because if that was me, going to the airport, I'm going to bring my shit, I'm going to be in an Uber, I'm going to be blowing it down on the vape, and I'm going to toss my vape, toss that shit. That fucking liquid bottle of whatever, I'm gonna drink my shit, I'm gonna board my plane, and I'm gonna get to where the fuck I gotta go. When I touch down, if I'm playing basketball in that country, obviously you're gonna have people be like, yo, I need this, I need that. Whatever, make it happen. But Putin, that's just another chess piece under the... He's ruthless. And you know the best thing I love about Putin? Is that he stole... What's that nigga? From the Pats, took his ring.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Took it. You don't remember that?
No.
Bob Kraft took his ring. Was like, oh, Bob Kraft. Remember Robert Kraft?
Yes, I know Robert Kraft.
Took his ring. He said, oh, and walked up. That nigga's a gangster. Shout out to Putin. Yeah, gangster nigga.
Things have not changed because Sonny Spoon's like the root for the bad guy.
Hey, I give props where it needs to give props at. Respect. Y'all know what I mean?
But I'm gonna tell you something right now. I still think, because usually we're talking about the gas prices and shit. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's all fucking Biden's fault? I'm not just talking into politics, but eventually you think it's Biden's fault to fuck around with Russia?
Okay.
I'm not trying to sound biased or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, you think he has some fault? Because I'm telling you, when Donald Trump was president, there was literally the prices of gas were, you know, I can say decent. They weren't going up sky high, and then all of a sudden, fucking Biden wasn't. Biden gets elected, and all of a sudden, boom, goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, even though Trump did what he did, but see, there's people out there that are gonna say that Obama set place with the laws, so when Trump came in, it made him look good because whatever Obama set in, and then Trump, he was a. They're saying that Trump is the reason why what was going on at that time. But see, there's a lot of speculations and stuff like that when it comes to that. So repeat your question again.
I'm saying that do you think that since Biden been elected president, and he's pretty, let's say he was messing with Putin, whatever they're doing, wrestling with Russia.
Biden wasn't messing with Russia. That was all Trump.
That was all Trump. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but you see,
as you can see, I don't watch the news. I just see the bullshit when Biden driving around.
But look at all these people. Trump was a good man. We was all getting money in the Trump era. Everything was fine. Nobody had no worries. He pushed the button when it was time to push the button. But it's like, people that voted for Biden, they're quiet. They're out here, they're quiet. What was it, Nancy Pelosi and other white fucking Democrats dressed in the kente cloth, and they took a stand.
I didn't see that shit.
Yo, it was so bad. I was like, wow. And this is why some of these people voted for them. It's like, you could be Hillary Clinton and you can go up to a fucking urban radio station and got hot sauce in your pocketbook and you'll get the black votes. That's ridiculous to me, man.
That sounds kind of fucked up, but it's actually kind of true.
It is true. That's just crazy.
Do you think, with all this shit going on right now, because COVID, and now we got this new fucking thing called monkeypox.
Monkeypox! You see, okay, the monkeypox thing, right? They say the Simpsons predicted it. Okay, that's fun.
The Simpsons predicted a lot of shit in their episodes.
I don't believe that.
Bro, you don't believe it? There's a lot of stuff that I've seen in the Simpsons that you actually predicted in real life.
It could be true, but it could. There's other ways. It back and forth. It's debatable. But nobody's ever seen. What's his name? The guy from Family Guy, Seth.
Seth Rogen, something like that.
No,
Seth MacFarlane. I think his name is Seth MacFarlane.
No, not Seth. What the fuck? Yo, I can't believe I don't even remember his name. But that guy, he came up with a cavalcade, and it showed a gay white man. I don't remember if he went to Africa. He could have went to, and he was in bed with a monkey, and they had sex, and the white guy asked the monkey, "Hey, do I got AIDS or anything or something like that?" And the monkey was like, "No," or something like that. So it's like, that's a good definition of the monkeypox, and look what has happened. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
I just said that like 3 times, but you don't fucking listen.
Seth
MacFarlane, he's the one who created Family Guy.
Yeah.
And he did Ted too.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
He came up with a cavalcade, and there was a white guy that had sex with a monkey. The monkey was all laid up after that, like this. You know what I mean? So it's not just the Simpsons. There's other shit out there. You just gotta jump down the rabbit hole. But see, Europeans would rather jump down the monkey hole and spread shit. Hey, I'm bisexual. I'm gonna have sex with a woman tonight. Not a woman. I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be a single mother anymore. Hey, it's this guy. And now, it is what it is. Hey, this is a podcast. I'm gonna bring my A game.
You have to bring your A game back. What? You gotta bring it back.
Right here. This is what it is.
You gotta bring it back.
It's what it is.
But I want to tell you something right now, bro. There's like outbreaks here and there's outbreak there. There's gonna be another If they have going crazy with this monkeypox shit, there's gonna be another outbreak of something else afterwards. Remember back then there was was it chicken flu?
The bird flu.
Bird flu, what do they call it?
The bird flu, that was crazy. At that time I was working at a particular college. I'm not gonna say what it was, but it's like the way certain people looked at people with my skin tone was when the Ebola virus was out, was the same way we looked at certain people when the bird flu came out, and it is what it is. Like, I get it, I understand.
Ebola?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that shit in years ago.
Yeah, that was another outbreak.
That shit was racist because they were saying
exactly.
Everybody that was colored, they had Ebola and all that shit. That shit was fucked up. I remember working when that shit came out, and I'm not mistaken. I think I was working at a nursing home, and somebody that was Brazilian, I don't want to serve him because he has Ebola. I was like, that's fucked up.
You see that?
That is fucked up. See, that means that if somebody comes from Puerto Rico, they're gonna blame every single Puerto Rican that they have that shit too.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You can't. It's like people look at me and be like, he's something. He's gotta be African because that's where the Ebola came from.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So they were disrespecting Africans in Asian countries because of the shit.
No, they weren't blaming it. It's the same thing with the COVID virus. They always blaming like all the
Asians.
Asians for that shit.
Oh yeah.
I seen videos on YouTube where they were jumping them and shit.
But this is beforehand. But even though it started in the Asian country, they was still disrespecting the Africans and other people of a darker skin. You know what I mean?
Again, like I'm gonna tell you, outbreak can happen anywhere, but you just can't blame. You cannot blame a certain race. Pretty much, it was them, it was them, it was them. You know what I mean? Because it can happen anywhere. You know
I mean, you can't, but it happens. It is what it is. Like, hey, what if I see some niggas be in the Congo shows and say, hey, I don't want him around me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying it goes either way.
But what do you call it? To switch up on some shit. What do you call it? This bugs me out, bro. It didn't just happen once. It didn't happen twice. I think it happened 3 times now.
Once,
the homie
twice,
Mystical.
3 times I made it.
Homie Mystical back in jail? For what?
I mean, like, yo.
What did he do now?
When it came to the South, that Mystical album where he was in like a ant tunnel or whatever, that album was fuck. Yo, Mystical, Pieces of the... Yo, fire. And I didn't even like that southern shit, but he was, and then he was on that Busta Rhymes album. I mean, yo, he was nice, but it's like, my nigga, you out here graping. You're graping. Y'all here graping them, and that's crazy.
I don't know why.
Yo,
I don't know why.
Yo, I know why, because
I guess you got used to the jail life.
well, I know why. Just because you're a celebrity or a rapper or entertainer, it doesn't mean that you don't have those type of tendencies. And then just you being you, and you be like, hey, I'm Mr. Go. You better watch yourself. You better not say nothing. Shh. You see what I mean? Like, hey.
Oh,
like,
man.
yo.
No, but I think it's still. And then bring this up. Okay. Years ago, before we had, a couple of years ago, when we were doing the podcast, alright, we did a skit about R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Okay?
That was
So,
fire.
it was fire. If you actually have us friends on Facebook, go into Sunny Spoon's, what you call it, with a page and look up his movies, videos, whatever you want to fucking call it. Anyways, how do you feel about R. Kelly pretty much like, I think it was like 30 years or some shit like that?
The way, yo, on some real shit, I don't think R. Kelly should have got 30 years.
No.
See, this is my perspective. It's like when you're a kid, no matter if you're a boy or a girl, and you go to school and there's a field trip, your parents have to sign your fucking field trip permission slip and able for you to get on the bus. And that's a fact. So it's like, you mean to tell me these parents didn't sign the permission slip for R. Kelly to mess with and hoping that they would get a deal and money? So it's like, R. Kelly shouldn't be getting the whole 30. He should be sharing that shit with the parents that allowed that shit to happen. But as you see, when the well dries up and it can't catch that more water, then now all of a sudden we're gonna come get you. We're coming after you.
Like the IRS.
Yeah, even though he kept videos, he's wrong, but he got permission.
That is true.
He got permission, and it's like, why just him? Why just him? All the parents should get the assistance. Everybody should go down for that shit.
Including like what you call it? I think it was his security guard or some shit, road manager or some shit like that.
All of them.
I don't know. He actually knew a lot of secrets, and he pretty much was like, now he's out in the sunlight, pretty much chilling. A lot of these people are like that right now.
Yo, if he knew something and he's gonna use that to make money off of it, well, let him make money off of it and then sue his ass, put his ass in jail, and make all of that shit from whatever he's doing, make it go to whoever gotta go to the victims because their parents put them in that situation. Like, it's just crazy. All of them bomba class should get locked up. The war, everybody. Everyone.
And then I think it's Shakira about to do some time too because of.
I'm mad.
I'm mad too. I think it's like somebody explained to me is that if you get money from a different country, you have to report it or some shit like that.
You got it.
But the thing is, to her get all that time that they're trying to predict on her, that's kind of fucked up.
See, I don't like because my favorite song from her was I'm a she-wolf in the closet. Oh, let it out so it can be. I'm a she-wolf in the closet. Coming out, coming out, coming out. That's what it's there. Yo, Shakira killed that shit.
But anyways.
That shit was fire. Fuego. How y'all say? Fuego, papi, fuego.
I hope she doesn't get that much time.
I hope not. I hope she don't go to jail.
And you know what? Another thing that pissed me off, and I'm talking about music shit. A few things have pissed me off. All right. Fucking Khalees has.